Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm making a chocolate brownie cake. Super rich, super indulgent and wholesome. I'm very excited to share this recipe with you because it's one of the favorites on my blog and in my cookbook, which is in Croatian, and it's called My Happy Food. Let us begin. I need to switch on the oven to warm up, and I'm using the steam baking. Temperature will be 170, which is around 350 Fahrenheit. I will need to grind the almonds, and I'm using a small food processor to do that. So that's done. The secret ingredient is the chestnut puree. If you can't get any, you can just use the cooked chestnut and blend it with the addition of a small amount of plant milk. So next I will blend the chestnut puree, some half cup of coconut oil, and half cup of maple syrup, or you can use some other syrup of your choice as long as it's sweet. Okay, so this was easy and fast. One note, be careful not to use cold chestnut puree because it will cause the coconut oil to harden and you will have difficulty into blending it. So using everything in room temperature is really important. Next, I will prepare the flax egg. So this is 1 tablespoon of flaxseed, and you need to use 3 times the amount of water. So 3 tablespoons of water, and you can see how it becomes thicker and kind of resembles the beaten egg. If you prefer, you can use a store-bought chocolate. You just have to melt it with addition of some plant-based milk. But I will make it from scratch. So I will need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 5 tablespoons of cocoa, just 1 tablespoon of maple or agave syrup, and half cup of plant milk. I'm using oat, but it is fine to use almond or any other. I will just whisk it to get the consistency of chocolate, and I'm going to pour it into my blended chestnut. Also, I will add the flax egg. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I will mix it up with the almonds. You can see that this cake will be super chocolatey, super rich and indulgent. So this is almost done. I will just fold this together and put it into prepared pan and put it into baking. Like I mentioned, I'm using the steam baking mode, which is really good for cakes because it makes them rise better and it gives them the kind of moisture inside, which is kind of better than just baking it in conventional mode. So I forgot the salt. So I will add the half teaspoon of salt. I'm using Himalayan. I prepared the pan by lining it with the parchment paper, and I've put some coconut oil around the ring of the pan. Of course, you can taste the batter, and it tastes really great. And I will bake it for 30 minutes and then see if it's done. So the cake should be done by now, the steam. I will use the toothpick test to see if it's done. If there is like a lot of moist, wet batter on it, it has to be baked for a few minutes or maybe 5 minutes longer, but this is fine. So the cake has cooled down and it's ready to eat. It is super, super soft. It's still crumbly a bit because I only baked it today, so I recommend that you don't slice it before tomorrow when you make it yourself. So let's try it. It's literally melting in your mouth. So let me know if you try it. I hope you will.